Welcome to week 25 of the Daniel's Diary Philippine house build. Week 25 has been sunshine all the time. So my first thing I always do is say welcome to my subscribers. I've now got 403, so that's a massive improvement on last week's. Thank you very much for joining. My 400th subscriber was a guy called Andrew H. So he gets an honourable mention for being the 400th. If and when I ever reach the 500th, I'll give you an honorary subscription as well. We had 5 shares this week. 5 shares is good, so thank you very much. If you ever want to tell me who you are, I'll put your name here. Right, so what have we done this week? Well, as the weather was good, there was quite a lot of excellent progress inside the house. Joel took advantage of the outside weather being good. So there's been painting, there's been boarding of the soffits, barbecue unit is coming on, the retaining wall I think started this week, and certainly the progress has been excellent. What else? Oh, the bad side, the downside to it all is the roofing contractor. Joe, you may have guessed over the last 2-3 weeks, he hasn't shown up on site at all and has been giving Joel excuse after excuse after excuse not to turn up. So I think Joel's getting fed up of him now. There's going to be a bit of a showdown, I'm told, next week, so that should be interesting, shouldn't it? And of course that's holding up the works, or it will be by the end of next week, because we can't close the ceilings because we don't know if the roof's watertight and part of the roof is still exposed. So Joel and the subcontractor have got to sort something out, even if we hire another one to finish it off. Right, anyway, that's by the by, that's for next week's problems. What happened this week is as follows. That'll do. In the bedroom upstairs, we were thinking about doing something to that wall between the windows because it wasn't level, but the plasterers had a great idea, and he's just put a ridge right down the wall, which is actually a very good idea. So well done to him. Here's another of the corners that have been done, so that's now looking good. Not the world's best picture, is it? But they've started to smooth off the sides of the stairs, so well done again. And the painters have started to smooth that off. And down there as well. I should perhaps tell them that bit there should be left rough. I'll tell them that on Monday. They've got the idea over there, but they don't seem to have got the idea that it continues there. So I'll give them a reminder on Monday when I see them. This morning, well, this is Sunday actually, but I'll include it within this week's. Obviously on Saturday last week they poured the shelf. So here I'll either try and polish that up to a mirror finish, give me something to do, wouldn't it? Or we'll tile it. I fancy polishing it, having a go at polishing it. I think that'll look nice. Anyway, they've done all of that back and they've started to do that one. I reckon they'll finish that this week, and next week rather, and then they'll be doing this back here, this one and that one. Yes. You see those orangey type conduits and boxes in the soffit? Well, that's where the Sparky's been running around fitting them, ready for the lights to be installed later on. And he's done that all the way around. Well done. There's the front of the back wall. They've started to render that, so I'm guessing in a couple of hours that'll be as smooth as anything. Then had a little walk down the slope to see the retaining wall, and they've started to dig out for the columns. I also saw they'd started to make the column reinforcement, so that's progressing quite well. The door frame to the visitors ensuite is being concreted in both sides, so that'll be nice and smooth by this afternoon. And I had to delete my audio from this clip because there was a record playing, so I didn't want to get any infringements. Here's the guys doing some smoothing off. One guy's doing it for the wall and one guy's doing it for the stairs, so soon that will be perfect. The boys are putting up my soffit board in now. There you go, getting all that nice and aligned and centered and generally looking nice. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, very nice. That'll be, I reckon there'll be a big change on when I come here next. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I reckon they'll have done that bit. I really do. You can see Max is bothered. Only Max. And for all you people that were wondering what happened with the bush I bought for Red's memorial, I went out there this morning to have a look and little red shoots have started to appear. So soon that'll be fantastic. And you can see how good he's done those. That looks a professional job, that does. And he's doing that up a bit to get that to look nice and straight as well. Well done. Well, let me show you this. Here's my soffit. And started to put that in, haven't they? Looking very nice. Yeah. You can see where they're hanging down the wires for the lights. Yes. Yeah. Quite impressed with that. There's the soffit on the front. Yeah. Good. There's the Sparky just putting the cables in. Well, not the cables, the cables in for the lights. Yeah, that's going to look nice. Right, we're just giving that bare concrete a bit of a sealer to allow the paint to stick on. I'll ask him in a minute how many coats. And then that'll all get painted a different colour. Very nice. There's another one working away, sanding it down. You can see he's doing a great job of sanding it down. So he's making sure that's spot on. And I've got a guy in here who's grinding down the plaster because it's not even around this door. So he's just going to grind it back just to make it flat, because they put that door frame in too far, so the plaster goes in. That's been a bit of a nightmare door frame, that has. Anyway, there we go. What's this guy doing here? Oh, I think he's rubbing it down. Are you rubbing that down? Yeah, he's rubbing that down. Excellent. Look at him, he's in disguise. I relocated the fuse box and then I've subsequently thought about it, and I'm going to have to change it again because I forgot it could rain. So we don't want the fuse box to get wet. I've also opened up the wall, or marked on it where the opening will be for the chimney. Now you can see they've concreted the bottom of the wall. They've put 2 blocks on at the minute over there. They've put 3 blocks on here, the same as the front walls, and they're going to go up to 1 metre, and then they're going to put this earth behind it, and then the new earth on this side, and it will just hold it in place. And they're going to pour that bit later on today, and they've gone down as far as there. I guess they'll do this bit first, then we'll call the boys in, and then they can work on the second half while the earth moving guys are planting earth over here. That's the technique, I think, but they're cracking on. Very good progress. This door frame in the, what's that, bedroom 2, it just needs a coat of paint on the walls, and then that will be finished, I think. And the guest bedroom, that's had its, I think that's had the first, yeah, by the look of it, the first coat of undercoat. So they've put the filler on, 2 coats of filler, sanded it down, and they've put the first coat of undercoat on it. I believe it's got another coat of undercoat, then it's got the base coat, then they'll do the ceiling exactly the same, and then they'll do the floor and the windows, and then they'll paint again the final coat. So I think that's the plan. Right, in here I got the Projector manual, calculated the size of the screen I wanted. It gives you the distance between the screen and the projector. Obviously the projector's not on the floor, so I transferred the mark up to the ceiling there, that little round mark, and I measured from where the projector will sit across to there, down there, and then out into the DVD player. And you know what? I've got 7 inches to spare, which is not a lot in terms of fitting a cable. So fingers crossed I can get it right. I'll measure it coming out of here exactly from the one in the existing man cave, and then I'll put all the spare up here, because I've just allowed a gap between the floor, between the ceiling and the projector, because it's on like a pedestal, but I don't know how deep that pedestal is. So I've allowed the gap. I will allow the spare cable up top. and I think we're fitting it tomorrow. Not that I'm coming down tomorrow, so he's not fitting it tomorrow. He's going to fit it on whenever I come down here next. Progress as of Thursday. So we've got concrete all the way down, I think. No, we haven't. We've got concrete as far as the blockwork. They're just getting ready to pour that bit there. So they've put 2 courses on there. And they've done this wall. That one's looking good. Looking good.
Yeah. Yes.
Looking bad.
Looking bad.
Yep, that's looking good. So by Monday, when the excavator turns up, this should be well advanced. There you can see the painters have started around the side, or on the back rather. Yeah, now that's coming on well. And here is all, for all intents and purposes, it's all ready for the painters to skim off. We've just done a rather good deal with the kitchen suppliers. So they're going to do the kitchen. They're going to give us a freebie of a quartz worktop for the sink in there. And they're going to give us a freebie of a quartz worktop in here. So I don't need to grind that smooth. I'll have to find another hobby. I did move the fuse box from here. We've moved it up here, so it's 100% out the way of any rain that could possibly hit it, any heat that could possibly hit it, and it's out of direct sunlight as well, so I think that's the better option. There you go. That's the size of and the location of the central island. You'll have to excuse the fact that it's optically, it looks like it's wrong, but it's not. There you go. And there'll be a PowerPoint on this wall here. And drawers down this side here. And deco stone down this side here. There you go. It's Wednesday and they've now done all the way down there.
Welcome to my vlog. Good work. Not good.
Oh yeah, good work, good work. There's the little air holes that they've done. I don't know whether you can see them. Air channels. Let the hot air out. This has had its prime paint. You can tell it's shiny and it's flat and it's looking very good. All right, little bits and bobs time. The switch has been moved from there and will be positioned there inside the kids' shower area. The doors are in. All rooms, I'm going to say without hesitation, the Sparky has put positions for the lights. He's run the wires through for the power and the light switches. So the Sparky's doing a great job. I believe I'm correct in saying all door frames are now in. And 99% of rooms have had 2 coats of primer, smooth between the coats, and are awaiting their first coat of undercoat. The rooms which have had the undercoat, they're starting upstairs. The man cave's had undercoat. And I think this has had undercoat. So the painters are doing a great job. Okay, those rooms get left till last because there's They like to concentrate on those separately. We had the CCTV guys in yesterday and we went through the positions of the cameras, so they're all set. There's also a passive infrared or two in the building, so that'll get installed at the same time. There's the electrician doing a good job, putting me a power point above the shelf, one for the TV and one for, well, an outlet. One connection will be for the TV and one connection will be for the soundbar. Well, this is our back wall. That's the finished height of the blocks. The poles are in place. The string denotes, where's the string? There. The string denotes the height of the wire. There'll be like a wire fence that goes in this gap here, which they'll weld onto these all the way down there. So that is coming on really, really well. And you can see down there, I won't go too far down there, but like I said, what they're going to do is there's like a hole here that slopes down. Well, this wall's going to go around it like that. Okay, that's no problem there. But a piece of string or something will go straight across just to denote that that's my land. So this is going quite well. Well done, Joel. We've got a nice smooth edge there. Slice has got the hole ready to be made for the oven. All that's been rendered. These have been rendered smooth.
Good morning, sir.
Hi. We're going to put some backfill in there over the next week. Bring it up to the right size. Yes. Very good. What do you see there, eh? It's my excavator. Now he is going to start tomorrow, that's Sunday, with a couple of wagons. There's 2 wagons, 1 excavator, and they're going to get rid of all that, plus dig my pond and shove it around the house. Get rid of these 2 palm trees, and there's a stump in the back corner. I don't know whether he's going to shift that or leave it for Joel. But either way, things are developing in that corner, aren't they? As we pan round, at the front, they've given the splatterdash its second and final coat of grey. So that's his second and final coat. The walls at the moment have still got their white colour, but they will turn to grey. Now I don't know whether the camera's going to pick it up, but that wall there is grey. You can see above the plinth or around the plinth where it's white, but the wall itself is grey. That wall there is grey. You can see in the corner that line there. Okay, that's the difference between the white wall and the grey, and that's only the first coat. So there's a first coat to go. In between these lines, I think it's grey or white. It's one of the 2. And that wall there is as smooth as anything. So you can see the painting is starting. Let's have a look at one of the guys.
Welcome to your vlog, sir.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, this is Jeffrey the painter.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey the painter, and he's doing a great job.
Great job. Sir, this is job? No?
Oh yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
Sir, I'm the monkey. I'm like banana.
What's your name?
Monkey. I
This,
like banana.
this is my this is my welder, painter,
Yes.
plasterer,
Yes.
handyman,
All around. All around, sir.
all around everything. And the quality he does is first class.
Yes.
First class.
I'm excellent, sir.
This guy here though, he's doing an excellent job of that. That's just the first coat, isn't it? There's another coat after that.
Sir, no, it's just a labor helper.
Yeah, there's another coat after that, just to get it, just to hide any of the shrinkage inside the unevenness.
You're hardworking.
Now all of this has had grey. You can see the white on the canopy there. So that's the subtle difference between the two. Well, one last look at Red's grave before it gets covered with soil. I've marked, as I told you before, using a bit of string from fixed points, that wall and the corner of the house, where it is, so I can find it again. But I fully suspect that the earth is going to just wash all that down the hillside. And then all this greenery will disappear as well, hopefully. It'll just rot in the soil, giving the soil a little bit of nutrients. And then we'll put on top of the soil a weed killer, let that settle for a few weeks before we plant anything big, like grass and stuff. However, we will plant some trees in here around the house as soon as we've shifted that earth, so they've got time to grow and settle. Here's my jungle. One of the last times you'll see this, because I think the levelling of the earth is going to get rid of all that. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. And my Sparks has done that this morning. He's put in the power point for the front, which will have a black cover, because that middle bit's black, remember, and the two outside bits are stone, and that will feed the TV and the sound box. And then he's going to punch a hole through the wall and go through the wall and put another one of those on the other side for the washing machine. He's already done it, so there it is. That's where the power point's going to be, which is in a great position, because if the washing machine sprays water at low level, it's bound to get covered, but there it won't. So that's and that'll also be hidden behind the washing machine. So I'm happy with that. Now, as you can see, they've started to do the support framework for the projector. Now, I've moved it from there, where the projector will go, to here. In fact, just there, right by the plug. Because if I put it there, I didn't realise it's actually inside the indentation. And it's not in the middle of the indentation, it's aesthetically wrong, you know. So I've moved it to there, which is in the middle of the bit that hangs down. That'll look a lot nicer, have a clear line of sight to the screen, and this little distance here of maybe don't know, what would that be, a couple of 100 mil, I can make that up with the focusing on the front of the projector. So all in all, that's a much better position. So that's where it's going. And while we're in here, I no longer need that power point because I thought the CCTV camera would need individual power points. Well, they don't. They get fed back to the main hard drive and get their power from that. So I can just put a plug, a cover over that, and have a spare light in the ceiling, maybe a sign that hangs down just there. Well, what do you think about that then? Good progress, wasn't it? I'm just going to do a quick roundup of things. I've made a note as to what I'm going to say. So, the roof work, I think it's fair to say we have got a problem with that. So Joel's going to see if he can sort that out at barangay level next week to get them back in. If he can't, we're going to have to hire someone else to finish it. Joel's not looking forward to that. Next week's works will be the painting, continuing inside and out, the roof works, the ceiling works, the electrician's got a couple of things to do, the CCTV guy starts, we've agreed the camera positions, we've agreed the passives, he's going to start on maybe Tuesday, might come Monday but probably Tuesday, set all the wires out, put the cameras in position, then he's going to come back when we've put the PowerPoints in, which might be the same day. He thinks 2 days installation anyway, 2 days, and then once we've got the internet, he'll come back just to connect, just to finalise everything. So he's on board next week. Excavator starts next week, moving all the earth. The barbecue roof goes on next week. Retaining wall continues. So it's looking good progress for next week. There's a couple of bloopers which I'll pass you over to in a minute, but this next section I'm going to wear, I should have a black armband on. John the Quail got ate by a cat. I'm not happy about that, I can tell you. I am a bit sad about John the Quail. Right, so thank you for joining, thank you for staying this long, thank you for bearing with me. Any comments, please drop me a line, and I wish you all a very, very great next week. There we have the back of the wall. They've the back of the front of the back wall. Do that again. We've got a couple of bits of I don't know what you call it, painting I suppose, filling. Well, I'll do that again.